Motivation and Organizations, Part 3 of 3 e-training modules on motivations for leaders and managers by Gerald Quinn. Motivating by setting goals. The goal-setting theory is a popular theory specifying that people are motivated to attain goals because doing so makes them feel successful. The goal-setting process. When people are challenged to meet higher goals, several things happen. First, they assess the desire to attain the goal as well as their chances of attaining the goal. Together, these judgments affect their goal commitment. Second, they assess the extent to which meeting the goal will enhance their beliefs in their own self-efficacy. When levels of goal commitment and self-efficacy are high, people are motivated to perform at the goal level. An example of goal setting with some pretty impressive effects. The performance of loggers loading timber onto trucks markedly improved after a specific difficult goal was set. The percentage of the maximum possible weight loaded onto the trucks rose from approximately 60% before any goal was set to approximately 94%, the goal level, after the goal was set. Performance remained at this level as long as 7 years. Again, the two remarkable effects were there was a dramatic improvement in performance after a goal was set, and performance at the goal level was sustained 7 years after the goal was first set. The goal set at the logging camp was successful not only because it was specific, but also because it pushed crew members to a higher standard. Obviously, a goal that is too easily attained will not bring about the desired increments in performance. Motivating by being equitable. The equity theory, an overview. To judge equity or inequity, people compare the ratios of their own outcomes to inputs with the corresponding ratios of others, or of themselves at earlier points in time. The resulting states are summarized here, along with their associated emotional responses. When person A's outcomes and inputs are greater than person B's, overpayment inequity occurs for person A. Overpayment inequity is the condition resulting in feelings of guilt, in which the ratio of one's outcomes to inputs is more than the corresponding ratio of another person, with whom that person compares himself or herself. In this example, underpayment inequity occurs for person B. Underpayment inequity is the condition resulting in feelings of anger, in which the ratio of one's outcomes to inputs is less than the corresponding ratio of another person, with whom one compares himself or herself. In this example, underpayment inequity occurs for person A and overpayment inequity occurs for person B. In this example, with equal inputs to outcomes, an equitable payment occurs for person A and for person B. Equitable payment is the state which one person's outcome input ratios is equivalent to that of another person with whom this individual compares himself or herself. Guilt and anger are negative emotional states that people are motivated to change. As a result, they will seek to create a state of equitable payment in which their outcome input ratios are equal, leading them to feel satisfied.